something I can see peering out of that black hole, two luminous discs. The eyes, it might be a face, might be almost a... Good heavens, something wriggling out of the shadow like a gray snake. Now it's another one, and another one, and another one. They look like tentacles to me. Oh, yeah, I can see the thing's body now. It's large as a bear. It glistens like wet leather, but that face, ladies and gentlemen, it's indescribable. I can hardly force myself to keep looking at it. It's so awful. The eyes are black, and they gleam like a serpent. The mouth is a kind of V-shape with saliva dripping from its rimless lips and seem to, quiver and pulsate.
The elevator doors shut. The internal light barely flicks on. Alistair and Saint are alone once again. When we last left our players, you had gotten some advice from a ghost that has been haunting Springwood Lodge, although whether or not this ghost is haunting or helping is kind of up to you to determine. You were given a key card and told to avoid the visitor's temple up on the 3rd floor of the building. The two of you decided to get into the elevator, so I will leave the next steps up to you.
I'm kind of gonna be so pissed if the visitor is, like, playing us.
Well, you asked that ghost if, like, who was in charge.
That's true.
If it was the visitor or if it was one of the Springwoods, and he said it was,
that is true.
Not the visitor. So
fair. I'm just paranoid.
Hopefully. Yeah, well. We'll see.
True.
Okay. I will hit the button to the 3rd floor and get us going.
The floor of the old elevator kind of lurches beneath you, and you get a momentary feeling of weightlessness as it drops ever so slightly before rising up toward the 3rd floor. Once again, as with many things in this building, who knows the last time this thing was maintained? You start to rise, and it's a pretty slow, rickety rise up toward the next floor. However, you feel like you have stopped much earlier than anticipated. And the elevator comes to a shocking and stuttering halt. It eases into place, and the doors do not open.
So we have a couple options here. Does this have one of the, emergency exit doors in the roof?
Yes, it definitely does.
So we could do that, but neither of us is probably going to be very good at climbing.
Yeah, I don't really want to try to do fucking the opening 20 minutes of Revenge of the Sith with these two characters.
No.
I don't think that would go very well. Well, we know we have an out if we need to, but is there like any kind of emergency or like a manual open the pod bay doors how button?
Yes, there absolutely is. This is not a modern elevator with all the various extra buttons, but there for sure is a emergency kind of override button.
Cool. Okay. Well, let's try that first. I'll tap that and see what it does.
The temptation to go look up the history of elevator design is shockingly strong right now. I'm being so brave.
You press the emergency exit button, and the doors once again kind of stutter and start before slowly prying themselves open. You can barely see what's on the other side of the elevator doors before a white-robed hand reaches in and attempts to grab one of you.
Shit. Oh.
Okay.
This is why you need the VIP Express elevator.
Ostensibly, you are in the VIP Express elevator.
Oh. Yeah, no kidding. We got the RFID badge and everything. Okay. I mean, I would prefer that they grab me, as I am the one who has the fight capability.
Okay. Yeah, sure, that works. If you want to sacrifice yourself, you can take. Actually, I believe you. In that case, you can take a fate point. Putting yourself in harm's way, I believe, earns you a fate point.
Oh, neat. All right, cool. I'll do it. Go me.
Lovely. In that case, let's figure out initiative order. What is everybody's? It's been a little bit, so what is everybody's thing?
Notice.
Notice. Thank you. Notice.
Mine is a 1.
Mine is a 2.
Okay. Do you have physique?
No.
It's physique, and then it's athletics, and then physique, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. So do you have athletics for the tiebreaker?
Absolutely
No,
not.
there's no way you
No.
do. Yeah.
Okay. And then physique for a
Yes,
tiebreaker?
yeah, my secret stash of no, I don't.
I have to
I know.
ask. All right. In that case, the cultists are going first, and it
Oh.
sounds like they're grabbing Saint.
Okay.
So, sorry about this, Mr. Garcia Flores.
All right, go ahead and
Lay it on me.
Okay, congratulations. That's a -1 plus, because that is 2 negatives, 1 positive, and 1 neutral, so -1 in total. Plus the weapon plus the fight skill is a +1 in total. So
thank fuck. All right, so I'm gonna be rolling fight to defend myself, and I've got 2 negatives, a neutral, and a positive. So with my +3, so that's a -1. That puts me at 2.
okay.
So they can eat shit.
Wonderful. I'm gonna say they still successfully hurl you out of the elevator, but their attempts to like throw you down on the ground don't work. You just keep the momentum going and stand up.
I just like roll to my feet like I'm in a kung fu movie.
Yeah, I was thinking like they attempt to grapple you down, but like not with enough force, so you just kind of just walk it back.
Yeah. I just give them an elbow and kind of escape. Yeah.
That being said, you see 2 cultists, each in the white robes of Springwood's Church of the Open Mind. One of them has a knife, not unlike the one that you saw the one downstairs wielding, and the other one has a baseball bat. So presumably they are about to invite you to their intramural sports league.
Neat. That involves knives. Yeah?
Knife baseball.
Cool.
But
That's
knife-
right.
that sounds.
We're always talking about that.
The scene in Fellowship of the Rings where they accidentally throw that dagger straight at Viggo Mortensen and he bats it away.
That's right. That's
Every
right.
single time. The number of times that they almost like maimed or killed Viggo Mortensen specifically making those movies.
Nope.
So that feels like, yeah, that's how knife ball is played. It's just...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dun,
Can
dun,
you bat the knife, and you have to wear like a bulletproof vest and a helmet to make sure you don't get
You
caught.
get extra points if you catch the knife in the bat, like blade in.
In the bat? Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
So
Cool.
yeah,
Well,
stay
I'm
tuned
just,
for our bonus episode of attempting to create knife ball in
That's right.
play it.
Watch out, that's a knife. Thunk.
Okay.
So I'm guessing those are both shift 2.
The baseball bat is shift 1, and
1.
shift 2 is the knife.
The
Yeah.
knife. Okay, good to know. All right, Z, that's you.
Okay.
I am out here waiting for my turn.
You are.
Yes. Sorry. Just to be crystal clear, the rules are weapon 1 corresponds to items like brass knuckles and small saps, and most improvised weapons. And then, 2 corresponds to short blades or clubs, such as a dagger or a truncheon. I don't know. A baseball bat still feels like 1 to me.
That sounds like a small staff, if I may, or an improvised weapon. So that's a 1.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. So yeah, 1 knife and 1 normal thing. Normal thing is called a stick. I guess Ezra, you're first.
we've seen them, like, there's definitely been radio communication happening. Like, these people, at least some of them have been walking around with, am I making that up? It seems like at least some of these people have been walking around with radios. Like, walkie-talkie type stuff.
Certainly implied if they're coordinating with each other, yeah.
Okay.
Especially a place this big.
Cool. I would like to kind of cram myself into the blind corner of the elevator and start fiddling with my walkie-talkie until I can tap into the whatever frequency it is that they're using.
Yeah, sure, okay.
And I would like to, with my Better with Machines stunt, which these are unfamiliar to me as in they are not my walkie-talkies. Can we...
Not your walkie-talkies, not your cultists.
Not my walkie-talkies, not my cult. But, which lets me roll my rapport skill instead of craft when dealing with unfamiliar tech.
Certainly. Okay, go ahead.
I am, in fact, feeling lucky. I'm going to roll my fucking dice with the 4-leaf clovers on them. Oh my god, I forgot how to do math. I know that this doesn't count as math, but it feels like it counts as math. So I have a +3 in rapport, and that's a flat on the dice. So for a total of 3. So that's a regular success?
Yes, that would be a regular success.
Which means that I get what I want at no cost. Sick.
Yeah, yay, congratulations. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's probably the only other channel with talking on it. Cool. Because again, I don't know, how far do walkie-talkies go? Certainly not like 5 miles in a blizzard. No.
That does heavily depend on the quality of your walkie-talkie. But, since this cult is descended from Mr. Hey, I invented fucking cutting-edge audio technology with the, air quotes, help of literal alien. Who knows?
Yeah, true.
Dare you accuse him of alien plagiarism?
I mean, who would know? I mean,
I was going to go for coercion over plagiarism, but what do I know?
Yeah, it's the only other channel with talking on it. You hear some of the other cultists talking and realize that you have access to their communications.
Cool.
Over in Saint Land.
Yep.
Which you can visit at the mall and get photos with Santa Claus.
That's...
I'm gonna make a fucking devotional candle with with your art of Saint on it, Matty. Yeah, my secular devotional candle to a guy who just happens to be named Saint. Don't worry about it.
Saint. Yeah. Okay, so I am going to go for the guy with the knife. That seems a little bit more serious. So that is a shift 2 we have previously established with my fight. So I am rolling with a +5, and let's see. That is, wow, holy fuck. So I rolled a negative, a neutral, and 2 positives. So that's a +1 plus my 5, so that's a 6.
So they'd have to defend against?
Yeah, so they'll need to roll to defend to see how much they can knock off. Either that or they're gonna have to take a serious consequence, but I assume that they're gonna want to try and defend.
And you're going to the one with the knife?
Yes, because that seems like a more serious threat.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Good luck, guy. Oh.
What do you bring to a knife fight? Bigger knife.
A smaller knife, I guess.
No.
Okay, so for the knife cultist, which is a different guy from the baseball cultist.
As established.
Yeah, let's go.
I want to be the disco ball cultist.
That is 3 neutrals and 1 positive, so a 1. Okay. Plus... Oh, wait, hold on.
You defend with a skill, right?
With a stat. So presumably they're going to want to do, it's like fight, athletics, physique, whatever their best stat is in that kind of group of stuff.
Yeah, where's the default skill list? Found it. Okay, here are the ones you can defend with. You can defend with fight. Thank fuck.
Yep, because that's what I did last time, because that's my best, physical aspect kind of stat.
And I probably don't factor in the weapon, do I? Unless they're literally parrying. Nah, that doesn't.
I
really
don't
make
think
sense.
so. I think you're just using a stat.
Cool.
Because
In
once
which
again,
case,
I did not defend with my machete. I just defended with like my punching, I guess.
Certainly. That being said, okay, that means I rolled 2.
Okay, so they're gonna take a 4. Then it sounds like, yeah.
Yep, which is a 4, which is a stress box that they don't have.
So that's a moderate consequence. They have to fill in all of their consequences and all of their physique boxes, their stress boxes. I think to get 4, that's like an additional one, kind of like to get additional stress boxes, you have to have like a higher build. So I think like I probably only have 3, so they probably only have 3 too, in terms of consequences. So yeah, they are taking a moderate consequence, which considering I'm hitting them with the machete is probably something along the lines of like serious bleeding.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you that machete flies narrow and true, and whacks them solidly in the meat of the arm. It is not enough to cut off an arm. This is not a fucking katana. But there is absolutely significant bleeding all over the nice antique carpet on the second floor.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
And they're white cultists.
As a consequence, then you can have like it be like their grip isn't as good. Like they have to like take like knife in their offhand or something like that.
Yeah, it's something where this is going to require medical attention, but they don't need to go to the hospital right away. It's not like a deep enough cut that it's like they're going to faint.
Is the consequence
soon.
supposed to like affect your like options or behavior for the rest of the fight?
Yes.
Okay. And is there
and possibly past that
and
as well.
Also your behavior and actions for like later sessions.
And are there
too,
like are there set consequences or do you make it up?
You make it up depending on what happens.
Okay, well,
so in this case, because
I'm throwing out the grip
heavy.
Thing. That's what I'm throwing out as like
that makes sense
really
to me.
smart.
Like heavy bleeding needs to like use their offhand.
If you don't have any stress or consequences left to buy off all the shifts of a hit, that means you are taken out.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is why they have to lose both of their physical stress and all of their consequences before they're taken out.
Gotcha.
So I would have to successfully hit them 5 times minimum.
With a machete. Until they're a pile of cubes.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh boy, this is about to get nasty. I played a dude who's like, I have a lot of compassion for people and I really feel bad about hurting them, but also I'm about to take a motherfucker's arm off.
Saint, in this abandoned ski lodge, you're the slasher.
I know!
Plot twist!
Oh my god, Michael!
Michael?
Okay, anyway, time to get me a fucking mask.
I'm gonna go put my...
Cool. Now it's your turn.
Quick, everybody go get your music by John Carpenter hats.
I hit them in their primary arm. I've inflicted like a moderate amount of bleeding, and they're gonna have to attack me with their offhand. I think summarizing, moderate bleeding is probably what the consequence is.
Okay, yeah. Blood pours forth from that cultist, and they are obviously noticeably cradling that arm when you bring your machete back. Next in the order is going to be the baseball bat cultist, who is going to attempt to take a swing at you from behind.
I didn't realize he was behind me. Oh no.
Roll and fight on that one.
Okay, and I will roll my defense.
All right, that's a flat 0. Who give a fuck anymore?
Okay,
plus,
woofta. That's a 3 total for me.
That's a 3 for me as well.
Okay. Now what?
I believe that just negates damage.
Cool.
That's a successful defense on your end.
Cool. Yeah, so they take a swing at me and I, bring my arm up in time to... Or I bring my machete, I guess, up in time to kind of deflect the hit.
Sure, or you could completely duck.
Dodging, I guess, makes more sense, yeah. I duck underneath it.
All right, the one that you've just injured is going to, is going to, I guess, switch the knife over to the other hand. I'm going to give them an automatic -1 on account of the fact that they are using their offhand. That's a new aspect that they've acquired. And is going to attempt to swing at you. That is going to be 4 in total. No, 3 in total.
Okay,
Go ahead and trade it off.
I rolled another neutral, and that's a 3 in total for me. I had almost the exact same roll as last time. So that brings me... So I dodge again, I guess.
All right, perfect. Neither of these cultists are good at hitting you. Ezra, we're back to you.
Okay. I would like to, using my hacker voice, I'm in fucking radio access. I would like to get on there, and because I've been like, I've heard a little bit of the chatter that's going on, and I've heard these people talking to each other in like a fair number of situations now. Ish. We've run into them. And I just want to get on there and, what am I gonna say? I think I can see flashlights in the woods. I think there might be other people headed this way. We gotta go check this out. I want to see if I can get one or both of them to say, this guy's got it. Or at least distract them for long enough.
Roll some dice, Ezra.
Okay. That's,
Also bold of you.
Yeah, well, you know. I'm very bad at hitting people.
Give me, I guess, to see?
Yeah, probably. A thing that I'm, like, okay at. That is fucking... That's a 1. Because I got 4 neutrals. I rolled 4 4s. Like, what? I'll use my... I apparently only have 1 fate point. That just means I'm gonna have to put myself in harm's way at a dramatic juncture, which will be fun.
Well, I have 4 fate points, and also both my luck I haven't spent already, so maybe that just means I will put myself in harm's way more often.
I'm gonna, I will use my fate point to reroll that. Better. That is a total of 3.
Much better! Hooray! Jesus Christ.
Copy that. Which direction?
You hear over the speakers.
Oh, okay. Which side of the lodge is the forest back up onto?
The closest woods is to the north, but there's like forest in all directions because you're on the top of a mountain in Colorado.
That's true. And so...
it would be just as valid to suggest you see flashlights coming down the road that y'all initially came up, which is also surrounded by trees.
Yeah. Okay. South of the road, it looks like maybe where someone would come out if they had stopped and then cut across that last bend.
How would you describe... what is the make and model of the fucking Alister Mobile again? We've gone back and forth as to whether or not it's a van for so long.
This one's a van. There have been... I think cool. The idea is that it's not always... It is always the Alister Mobile. It is not always the same actual car.
Okay, cool.
In homage to my best friend from high school, it is a early 2000s Dodge Astro van.
Fascinating, thank you. All right, that makes sense. We did spot an abandoned van down there a little earlier. We'll send a team. You hear static, and then a moment later you can hear coming from one of the walkie-talkies that one of the cultists is holding. You can hear effectively that same information being communicated to the group of cultists that is attacking you.
Cool.
The one of them picks up the device and is kind of listening intently while still focused as best they can on the fight. Back to Saint.
Okay. Which one of them is holding the radio?
Let's say it's the one with the baseball bat as opposed to the one trying to stifle a fucking Monty Python.
Does that mean that I'm like? Does that mean that I'm like making it? I'm probably like distracted to them.
Yeah. You've taken out your stapler and you have stapled distracted.
Yeah.
As a little,
or
like a little luggage tag.
I've gone from, or like I've, that aspect has gone from like hacker voice I'm in to, like, fucking Ghost in the Machine or some shit. I'm interfering. I don't know. I'm just making
okay.
crap up at this point, which is the whole way this game works.
I don't know if they'd leave necessarily,
No,
but they are for sure trying to have a phone call. Wow.
Do you ever have to have a phone call and also wave a knife at a guy?
No, I don't get in that many fights.
Modern life, it's so complicated.
I'm actually
Ain't that
pretty
just
normal.
the way? Okay. Now I kind of want Baseball Bat Guy to do his, like, be distracted and then be like, okay, I have to leave. But I'm betting if anyone's gonna leave, it's gonna be Knife Guy, considering I hit him pretty hard. So I might want to take advantage of the distraction while it's here. What is distraction doing?
That's a good question.
In terms of mechanics?
Mechanically, probably also a -1 to attack.
Okay, I'm gonna attack Baseball Guy while he's distracted then and see if I can't make that -1 permanent. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna attack the distracted one. Whew, okay, that's another 5. Total. Or that, I guess I had a 6 before, so right now I have a 5, because I rolled 3 positives and a negative, so that puts a 2. Well, actually, that's more than 5, so 7. I know it sounds like I'm making this up. I will screen share my Google Dice tab if you want me to.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Any roll I do with this, because I have it's my 2 shift with my machete plus my 3 fight. So anything I do is a 5 minimum.
Cool.
Be glad I'm not using the shotgun right now.
Yeah. the spirit of Jules.
Saint just fucking straight up kills a man.
Yeah, no kidding.
Shot him at an aspen
What?
just
So that's
to
a
watch him.
4 plus 3 would be a 7. So with that additional 2, I would be having that would be an 8.
Fucked vibes.
Okay. So this guy.
He's having a bad day. Hear me out here. Maybe you shouldn't have joined a fucking weird cult.
Oh, I'm sure that's comforting now. All right, so I rolled a -1 in total, +2 to fight, which is the defense, -1 from the fact that they are distracted, which means they are just at that's just 0.
Okay, so with a 7, what that means you have to take. You can't take a consequence that high.
No,
like that's your highest consequence.
That's
what?
extreme.
You have to then.
Or that's severe. All right, yeah, that's what I'm. That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say that you did the 6 consequence level of damage to this poor cultist, which I have. I'm searching around in my brain. I'm wondering if there's a way to do that isn't just losing a hand.
I mean, I think there is, because it's something that requires like significant medical attention, but I think doesn't necessarily mean chopping off a limb. Like some of the stuff in the rulebook says like nearly gutted or whatever, but isn't like gutted. So I think in this case it might be like you're taking like severe blood loss, like I am taking like a deep cut in the arm to the point where like that arm is now no longer usable at all
Until emergency medical attention is
right. And also means that, like, the likelihood that he is going to be out is probably increased. That's the one stress, is, like, you can only do that for so long before you pass out.
Yeah, absolutely. In that case, yeah, the one stress is bleeding, and let's say that, yeah, you swing hard enough that when you do that 6 consequence, it is...
I'm aiming for the...
It is a stronger swing than the previous one. Let's say it crushes some bone as well. They just straight up can't use that arm.
Yeah.
Their screaming echoes across this lobby as well as through the open radio channel.
There's no way they're not going to send more dudes now, realizing that I am, like, absolutely, creaming these dudes. Oh my god.
We might just...
I, as Matthew, am like, this rocks, I'm having a blast. Saint, however, is going to be in the car ride home, like, silent, dealing with the consequences of his actions, like, oh my god, I can't believe I basically, like, murdered people.
In your defense, they were extremely trying to kill you.
I know, but you know he's going to feel awful
I absolutely
about it.
do. I think that we should try to get back in the elevator. I do not think we need to kill these people. I think we need to try to get back in the elevator.
Yup. Agreed. So if there's a way that you can find a way to get the elevator, like, moving again.
That's what I'm probably going to have to do next, to start fucking around with the elevator.
So that's my turn. What are the haters doing now that I've started, like, hacking into limbs?
God, I mean, in any sensible scenario, hey, if I were these cultists, right? Let's pretend I'm a cultist. And I just saw my cultist associate receive a horrifying wound, the kind of wound that many of us will never see in our real lives. And then that exact same shit happened to me less than a second later. Run. They'd book it, right?
I mean, that is an option. Yeah. They can just leave. Saint, if you're quick.
Like, at the end of the day, like, obviously these guys are antagonists, but they're not like,
No, that is fair.
No. And they're not like, like, they're into this cult or whatever, but also, like, the point of this cult mostly is not, like, stabbing.
Mm-hmm. No, it's like
They're not doing, like, satanic blood sacrifices.
No, they're doing, like, fucked up self-help shit.
Also, there's no, like, afterlife to hope for, so get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I think it makes absolute sense. For me, obviously, I'm like, yay. But also, like, I think for them, it makes absolute sense to just be like,
we'll come back.
All right, we're leaving now. Talk to the dude on the radio, like, hey, here's where they are, but also, like, they almost took both of our arms off, so I think we're gonna go and get medical help.
That is effectively communicated through the radio, although there's far more strains, grunting, and muffled screaming as that is attempted to be communicated. I'm going to say the one with the knife, who you had wounded even seconds earlier, is kind of doing that level of running where you are so frantic to get out of there, you almost resort to running on all fours. Except all threes, because obviously that last arm should not touch the ground.
Like, slipping, maybe, because of all the fucking blood. I am the John Wick of ParaScience.
with a fucking pencil.
Let me keep making this joke then. I'm just thinking, because I said this in the first fight, where I was like, I'm watching a lot of John Wick, I want to do, like, a John Wick-esque thing. Now I'm realizing with, like, the amount of action I'm doing, I'm like, yeah, I'm the John Wick of ParaScience. Fuck.
I wish this made me the gun sommelier guy.
I mean, kind of.
Maybe that's the end game dynamic.
Yeah. So yeah, that dude's running away on all threes, and the other guy is like runs after him, kind of stumbling into the dark hallways of Springwood Lodge. They do not, to you, seem worth pursuing. Unless you did want to pursue them like the Terminator, just slowly walking down the halls.
Fuck no. Oh my god.
Santa's like,
I want to get
my
out of
inner
here.
pursuit predator has taken over.
No, absolutely not. Let's
Julian Springwood.
No, let's turn this elevator on and get out of here.
I feel like I probably could not necessarily, like, see exactly what happened. So I feel like all of a sudden it's just, I hear, like, there's not sounds of, and, like, say, like, walks back into the elevator with a bloody machete. I'm trying to figure out if Alistair, like, says anything to him, or if he just kind of looks over
it's
and
gotta
is
be
like,
kind of a relief that you and I got into a fight, and the worst you got was me leaving the tent.
yeah. I could have been killed.
No kidding. Well, I didn't have a +3 to fight then. I added that more recently, but still.
I could have been lightly macheted.
Yeah, no kidding. Moderate to severe. Literally, in this case. Okay. Well, yeah. I think I will, like, sheath my machete again, or whatever. What do you even say?
I have no idea.
Okay. They've, left. So, I think we need to get the elevator. Fuck me.
They've left is such an understatement of what happened.
I think Alistair Alistair looks
What
at
do you
Saint,
say? I nearly
who has
jumped
definitely
dude's
has
arms
blood
off.
on that, like, raises an eyebrow at this, and then just turns back to start poking at the elevator, and is like, I'm just gonna let that one lie. Or no, I think Alistair, like, looks at Saint, looks at the blood, raises an eyebrow, and just says, left?
They are alive, I promise. They genuinely just beat feet.
You might as well have said they had, like, we had a disagreement.
Yeah.
Like such an understatement of what happened.
I just don't... Like, I don't think he was kind of expecting it. To be fair, I think it happened and he was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I forgot that I'm, like, pretty good at this.
Alistair's just, like... efficient, and sticks his head back into the panel of this.
Okay, well, I'd like to you're probably gonna have to roll here. I'd like to give Alistair an advantage by, like, I think we have flashlights, right? Am I remembering?
Yeah,
that
we
correctly?
definitely have flashlights.
Yeah. Okay, I'll, like, turn my flashlight on so you can see what you're doing better.
Thank you. All right, what am I rolling, Ben?
Nothing. You don't need to roll anything. The elevator was stopped by the people on the second floor.
Oh, okay. So it just
It is not itself broken,
Okay.
but you scan the key card again, and the elevator doors shut, and you start the awkward, staggering shuffle up to the third floor. And it's here we should probably end this episode. What you've just been listening to was ParaScience, a glimpse into a world unknown. It was an actual play horror adventure told to you through the Fate system. Our players are Ezra Kaye as Agent Alister McAndrews and Matty Trumbo-Gomes as capable young man St. Garcia Flores. As for myself, I was your game master and disembodied voice, Ben Hamlin. I also produced this show. Our theme song is by the incorporeal Johnny Rinaldo, and our logo was created by the haunted visage of Terra Bosart. We are currently in the process of remastering and transcribing earlier episodes of the show, and for that I would like to thank Glory Duda, Marcel Hood, and Julie Cooper, as they write down our every word and weave an intricate web of audio for you. You can stay tuned to our social media channels for more information on these developments. This show is brought to you by Infinity Break, where we're telling stories our own way. You can follow us on social media at InfinityBreak23 and check out our website for all of our other podcasts at InfinityBreak.net. We appreciate you listening to this program. If you want to help spread the word, there are a good many ways to do that. Word of mouth helps us immensely, and you can add us at ParaSciencePod on Twitter. And while you're at it, why not tag InfinityBreak23? We have a Patreon at patreon.com/InfinityBreak, where you can start donating to Infinity Break for as little as $1 a month. And if you listen to Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave a review. Lastly, I would encourage you to join the haunted chorus of voices at the Infinity Break fan Discord. That's bit.ly/Infinity Talk, capital I Infinity, capital T Talk. That's all for now. Let ParaScience never let you sleep. Like a knocking sound from the attic, or a drop of blood from the ceiling. Be careful where you step.